neglect our children and neglect to teach them the values that they need to make it through this hard society. And one day out of the year, we shower them with gifts as an I'm sorry. And these adults who continue to perpetrate Santa Claus are seen as neurotic, idiotic, and nothing more than plain fools. And this legend has continued to do more harm than...
That's enough right there.
I'm giving this lecture to Mr. Kringle.
An open discussion was to be included, I believe.
An open discussion after the lecture was over.
This lecture is over.
Boo!
Mrs. Walker, I refuse to continue.
Yeah!
Until this blatant fraud is removed from the platform.
All right, the two of you, please calm down.
Miss Walker, I cannot just stand here and listen to the depressing absurdity of this woman's propaganda.
Absurdity, huh?
Fraud, am I?
All right, both of you, please calm down.
See, Mrs. Walker, I told you he would get violent. Stop! See? He assaulted me!
I did no such thing.
That concludes our meeting for this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for coming, and a Merry Christmas to you all. I'll head west.
I warned you this would happen. I warned you. I told you that if this person's dreams and delusions were acted upon, he was going to act violent. He's a short stick of dynamite. It's lucky that I was the victim of his lunacy, not some innocent child on his knee.
This could be disastrous for Macy's if Bloomingdale's or the press were to get a hold of this. Macy's would be in big trouble. I simply don't want to hurt the old man.
Well, never mind. I don't need you.
What are you going to do, Mrs. Sawyer?
I'm going to talk to him. Apologize. Because obviously, Dr. Pierce, might I add, is not a psychiatrist, and could do much to help.
And neither are you.
Fine. Then dinner tonight. I'll add on to make him see one in the morning. And if he fails to be released, then maybe that'll do this company some good.
All right. Let me know how everything goes. Right?
Yes, ma'am. Mr. Kringle, are you still there? Oh, Mr. Kringle, I'm so sorry for the way I behaved. Isn't there anything I can do to make it up to you, say, dinner tonight?
Well, if you don't mind, I'd like to talk to my elves first.
Yes, sir. I'll do that in a moment.
Do you remember how I told you we're supposed to always look for the good in people, no matter how bad they seem?
Well, does everyone include Miss Sawyer?
Sometimes good people are buried so down deep it has a hard time finding its way out. But if we blocked out our willingness to see it, we'll never see it. Of course, keep encouraging.
Is there any help for Mr. Kringle?
Well, sure there is. She just apologized to me. Whether she was sincere or not, I'm not sure.
Well, what if she wasn't being honest?
Well, that would mean that the bad, for the moment, is stronger than the good.
You shouldn't go with Mr. Kringle. You shouldn't go with him.
Miss Walker wants me to.
I'm calling for a vote of the elves on whether Mr. Kringle should go with Mrs. Sawyer. All in favor?
Ah,
Opposed?
Oppose!
well, the ayes have it. I'm in charge of me. See you elves tomorrow as well.
Say so, sir. But please be careful.
I'll say we didn't warn you. I'll be okay.
You ready to go, Miss Sawyer?
What happened that it took you a moment?
Saw her at the restaurant, just kept looking out the window, and all of a sudden she said, "Let's go." She took me outside, and there was a cab waiting. She stuck me in between two men and said, "Go." She didn't even come along.
Didn't they give you the usual sanity tests that you know by heart?
Yes, the same routine. I was so crushed that Doris would do this to me. I deliberately gave them all the wrong answers, so they committed me.
Look, Chris, Doris had no idea that Sawyer was going to do this to you. The plan was that you two would meet up at have dinner and talk about seeing a psychiatrist.
I'm relieved at that. Why didn't she just come to me herself and explain?
Because she was afraid of hurting you, Chris.
But anyway, some silly old man you feel sorry for.
She feels that, I'm sure.
No, Doris had doubts. That's why she isn't here. If you'd been dragged off here, she'd been here in a heartbeat.
She certainly had doubts at first, but I think she's really beginning to open up and believe. I think her belief is still too new and fragile. Sawyer may have tipped it the other way.
It's not just Doris. It's people like Sawyer. She's so dishonest and, oh, I don't want to say any other words that come to mind. Yet she's what you call normal. If that's how normal people are, I'd rather stay here with the more honest ones.
Nonsense, Chris. You're quite sane, and a whole lot saner than most.
Yet she's out there and I'm in here. I should have listened to the elders. I thought there was some good in that woman that I could touch. Now we spend the rest of my life here like Dr. Pierce said.
Chris, quit being so gloomy. You're not following your own philosophy. You're thinking of yourself.
Thinking of myself.
What happens to you matters to a whole lot of people. People like me who have faith in what you stand for and believe in, and people like Susan who are just beginning to learn about faith.
Fred, maybe you're right. I think I just need to get out of here right now. Me and you, come on.
Look, Chris, it's not that easy. There's some legal matters that you need to take care of. I'm not sure that...
You believe in me? Well, I believe in you. I have faith in you. I believe you can do it.
Really? Fine. I'll do it. I'll get you out of here.